in conclusion,
guys,
will Bellarke be canon in 2019? If Jason's involved, probably not. Hey guys, I'm Jacqueline.
And I'm Marcella.
And today we are going to talk about if Bellarke will become canon in 2019.
Yes. So, if you guys remember, we did a video saying that Bellarke will be canon in 2018.
Fools. We're such hopeful fools.
This is our year.
It's gonna be our year. It's gonna be our year. It's gonna be our year. Out, like they showed all like the couples, and then they showed them hugging, and it was just like, oh, you know. Tell me Bellamy doesn't love Clark. I dare you. Tell me, because there is so much proof in this episode. And mentally prepare, like pretend that they're dating. They'll be together. They're endgame. So help me God, they will be together.
I think this season, honestly, we're gonna get something more than a hug.
And as long as the show ends and we get some canon episodes, like,
I mean, maybe by the end of this season,
we still get a hug.
I think maybe it's a surprise. Maybe we're gonna get a kiss.
This entire episode set up Canon Bellarke.
Guys, we're definitely getting Canon Bellarke. It's gonna happen.
I know we've said that.
We've said this a lot, but no, like, if they don't make it happen, then obviously they're just, I don't even know why they're doing this. It could be Endgame, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, guys.
This whole show revolves around them, and Clark and her relationship with Bellamy, so everything's gonna be okay. We were fools, and we got fooled, clearly, from the last season of The 100.
You know something? Is like, we were not fools, because the writing-wise, we were right there until Jason fucked it up.
He is a fool.
Jason is the fool.
So, so Jason was a fool and didn't make Bellarke get together, and it's just a mess, guys. We're here because there is the question now of whether or not Bellarke will be canon this coming year. 2019, will Bellarke be canon? And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna figure it out together.
Maybe by the end
what we have. I feel like we are endlessly hopeful. Like, even as Bellarke fans, we are turning bitter and we're turning sad, but we always have that little spark of hope because
you never know.
We are fools, right? Really deep down. And you know what? You never know. You really never know because we're gonna try to give some hope in this video, but it might be a little bitter. It's gonna be like hopeful and bitter mixed together, which I think is really what makes up a Bellarke fan. So, here we go.
So a lot of you guys have asked us, do a video for the 100. We missed your 100 videos, and we do miss making them. We do miss talking about it. But we've just felt so disconnected from the show because of the way season 5 really was. We just felt like we were baited the entire time, and I still do think that we were baited, but I do feel like the over arc of the entire show has to lead to Bellamy and Clark getting together.
Otherwise, like, so many things of the show
make no sense. And so honestly,
for us, like,
it ruins the show for me.
It does. It ruins the show for me too if they don't get together, because, and please, if you're gonna comment saying
there's more to the show than just ships,
please just get off this video right now, because you're not gonna like this, and just don't watch this, because that is like our pet peeve when people say that, because it's really, really rude when people try to shame other people for the reasons that they're watching a show. You're allowed to watch a show for whatever reasons you want to. You can like the ship, you could not like you can like the ship, you could not like the ship, you could watch for all the characters, you could watch for one character, you could watch a show whatever reasons you want to. But that's beside the point. We're not gonna rant about that.
That's a different video.
That's a different video for another day. At this point, I just want Bellamy and Clark. I don't want them, I mean, obviously I want them to get together, guys, like all of us have wanted for so long.
Yeah.
But I think at the point that I'm at is I just want them to get back to the relationship that they had.
Yeah. I think that's where my hope is going.
Season 4 relationship, I want that it to be like that kind of like partnership again with them, and that kind of trust, and I need them to talk about what they need to talk about. So I think that that's where I'm at, is that, like, if that happens,
I'll be happy.
Exactly. Like, if in the first few episodes I see that they're rebuilding that and they're really coming back to old Bellarke, then I feel like there's hope. But if we're gonna be thrown Becco at us like constantly, then that's when the hope goes down. So it really depends. Like it could go either way, and I'm really hoping that there's a miracle here, guys.
I'm hoping Becco breakup in 2019. That's like my
What are we guessing? Because I feel like that's gonna be our new thing with our reactions. We're gonna be like, okay, Becco breakup in this episode.
Well, we literally did that all last season.
So next season, that's all we're gonna have to do. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look forward to. Realistically, I think end of the season, if we're lucky.
I think
it's not gonna happen in the first 2 episodes. No. It's not gonna even. I can't even see it happening mid-season unless things are going really great for us, which
the problem is with what Jason is doing is Jason needs to get his head out of his ass, because he's been promoting the show all wrong this season. He's been giving us these awful pictures, and like when you see these pictures, do I want to watch that? Fuck no.
Yeah.
From what we've seen, it seems like our dynamic is going to be very much shifted on the new planet. We're going to have Bellamy, Clark, and Echo they've been promoting it with. Wrong marketing, honestly.
Guys,
you know how we feel
about Echo, and we're not here to talk about Echo.
We're not here to
defend why we don't like her. We don't even have to defend our reasons of not liking her to anybody, because that's what we feel like we did literally all last season was we argued about Echo, and we're tired about talking about Echo and her character and why we don't like her. You guys know the reasons because we've explained them before, and
I just feel like that's the wrong way to market it. That is
not a character that we want to get all this screen time, because it's not, that's not our favorite character. We don't want to see her on screen with Bellamy, like, trying to make her the new lead. If that's what happens, then
the way that they're marketing it, they need to hopefully, I'm sure that once we get a trailer, it'll be better, but I just feel like with the pictures that we got way back during New York Comic Con, I'm nervous for it. Yeah. Even the interviews that Jason has had.
Yeah, so guys, it's really hard to have hope, and it really is.
It's hard.
At least I'm hoping that once we get a trailer, we'll get something that we can hold on to.
I'm hoping that once we get a trailer, we'll be a little bit more excited for season 6.
Yeah, because like you just said, we have been disconnected, and we know that a lot of you guys have been feeling disconnected from the show as well, and it's very sad for us because this is the first time after a finale of the 100 where I don't care. I didn't watch any fan videos. I haven't read fan fiction. I can't even rewatch I haven't rewatched anything. The most that I've rewatched is like
I've rewatched
old Bellarke.
Yeah, like old season 2,
old
3,
scenes, like season 1, 2. I've watched old Bellarke, but I won't watch last season. Season 5 was just It was hard. It was hard to watch, and it's my least favorite season. It was all over the place.
What I think made it so hard now, like looking back, like we were so excited, we were all so hopeful because we kept having this idea of but the ending. And I think that the ending was definitely Bellarke hopeful to some degree. Like we had the two of them looking out, going to a new planet, ready to be the leads again together. But I think that there's still like a bitterness in like my mouth from the whole thing, because I feel as though we've just been baited, and I feel like you don't put like the hostage taker and his girlfriend. Well, and not
things like that, but also
she is stuff. Like there's different moments of the season that didn't add up to like
where we should have been.
Where we should be by now. Yeah. Like,
and I feel like for me it's just sad because like we've all watched Bellamy and Clark like go from hating each other to where they were in season 4 of like having this strong connection, and like we were right there.
Yeah.
And then just to see them in season 5, and like we had great moments in season 5 with them, but we did not, it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like
it didn't feel like where we should have been.
It didn't feel like where we should have been,
and I feel like
Bellamy and Clark's relationship is not, they have so much,
I feel like
the radio calls need to get brought up, goddammit.
Okay, no, the radio calls, they get brought up, but Bellamy,
if that shit gets swept under the rug again, there's still like a lot of bitterness in us from season 5, and if you guys want, we could do a whole video like literally reviewing season 5 as a whole now that we've had time to think about it and like really process it, because I feel like going through I think that we were really focused on Bellarke, but we have a lot of other things that we thought about the main overall plot and like other characters and other characters like dynamics.
It's like as time goes on,
we have so many thoughts about like everybody, like all the characters and the plot in general that we would love to share with you guys and like critique, because we had a lot of problems like looking back. So I feel like if you guys want that video, we could definitely do that. I think that what we've learned is that
low expectations is the way to go into the
very low expectations.
Don't get a balloon.
We'll be happy. Don't get a balloon.
Don't get balloons. Don't make cakes. Don't. Yeah. I mean, as it is, I have this thing behind me that's lit up. It says Bellarke. As it is, I think we do have hope because, you know, as long as we're still breathing, Bellamy and Clark are still breathing on the show, I'm going to be rooting for them. Like, it's just not possible for me to watch the show and I'm gonna still have hope. You know what? If they go back to the relationship that they had in season 4, I will still have hope. And I really just want them to be like that again. But I'm hoping
it really depends on what he does with Bellamy and Echo, because
that's really
the
make it or break it.
That is really the make it or break it. What goes on with that relationship and how that affects Bellamy and Clark's relationship, because it did last season. We saw numerous times it affected Clark, and that really didn't amount to anything either. So there's just a lot of things that still need to amount to something for us to even like have hope. Like we're not gonna tell you guys that we think they're gonna be canon, because at this point we have no idea. Like
I have no idea. I just want them to become friends again, honestly.
Yeah, that's really like, where I want that. Yeah,
I want them to become like best friends again and have that partnership that they had. And I just hope that the relationships are built up, because I feel like they were all torn apart. I can't even go.
Clark doesn't have friends, guys. This is something that we would love to talk about in like that other video.
Yeah, this is like a whole separate video. Yeah. But like I feel like I want Clark's relationships to have, like, I want Clark to have friends, you know, like besides Bellamy. Like I want her to be able to have friends besides like Maddie.
Not to be so isolated,
and so that's something that's for a different time. But I just want Clark and Bellamy to have
I want them to be back to where they were before. And then we'll go from there. That is where our heads are.
Yeah, I mean, I would love it because last season, if you think about it, we didn't really have a lot of like Clark, Bellamy, and Echo. Like Echo being there for a lot of the time. Like we kind of had a lot of Echo with Space Crew and not so much with Bellamy and Clark down in the bunkers. So I'm hoping that with now, like, she's actually going to be there with Bellamy and Clark. Like, I'm hoping that
we'll get
that'll be some good conflict, some good angst there. Because
we can get great Bellarke angst if Jason does it right.
If Jason does this correctly, we can get the angst that we should have gotten last fucking season.
Yeah, we can get a lot of things that we should have got last season. So I think that we all just need to
take a deep breath,
and
just go into this
not expecting anything, honestly, because that's how you don't get disappointed with the 100.
Yeah, and I'm excited though for season 6, because I feel like there's a lot of different possibilities for a new planet and a new characters and stuff. But I'm also nervous as hell because, you know, you never know, honestly. And
I'm more nervous than it. I'm nervous. I wish I was excited. I wish I was excited. I wish I was excited. I'm not. I'm scared. I'm scared.
I don't know, with Jason running the show, like with him driving all of us, he's probably driving us all off a cliff, honestly.
He's already done that. We're gonna end this before we rant too heavily, because like we said, if you guys want to know our thoughts more about the details, and we could even do one like about Bellarke, like we could do one like going episode by episode, like we could do in-depth critiquing and review for season 5, because I know we didn't do that because we were in bad shape after. You guys know. So what you guys think, if you guys think Bellarke is gonna be canon, and maybe you could give us some hope, because I feel like we've always been the ones to give you guys hope. And
yes,
maybe you guys can like send us some hope.
Like good vibes.
Yeah,
like,
send us some good vibes.
We'd love to be able to find that excitement again for next season with you guys. So please share your thoughts and predictions. Do you guys think Bellarke will be canon? Let's talk about that down in the comments below, because you know it's going to be 2020 and we're still going to be having this conversation.
I won't be here. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please give us a thumbs up and recommend some more videos that you would like. And yeah,
you can also follow our Twitter and our Snapchat. We are at City of the Feels.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye.